Hello everyone, and welcome back to Chaosville here, with your master of horror, Lying. So, you might notice a few strange things. First is, my power is really low. Second, I have my bow back. So, there's an explanation for this, which is if you're keeping an eye on the master playlist that we have running, then you may have seen a recent episode from Gar, which involved him falling into lava. Or rather, beginning to fall into lava. Now, Gar hit me up on the TeamSpeak and explained the situation to me, and he managed to work out his rough coordinates, so I set up a little landing zone that I could really walk around a bit and potentially hit him, and I teleported him to safety, and here is the footage of what that looked like. Enjoy!
Fuck. Oh. Lying! Oh my god, Lying, I'm gonna die! Oh, you beauty, Lying. You absolute beauty.
You have no idea how hard it was to find those coordinates. I'm almost out of teleport power.
Oh my god. Oh, you absolute beauty. Right, for those of you who don't understand, I'll probably do a little prelude to this to kind of explain it. Oh god, Lying, careful. This would be an awful time to die.
Lemon hates smell spiders.
I know, right? But basically, to give you a bit of a sort of a description of what we did. So as I ended the last episode with me falling to my doom, right? I disconnected mid-fall, and I was able to get Lying the coordinates. Oh, Lying, careful! Nitro Keeper behind you, buddy.
Oh, my big man.
Yeah, I know I'm lagging a bit, so it's a bit difficult. Oh god,
he's down.
Right, let's go somewhere safer. Should we go back?
Somewhere that doesn't involve constant mobs and spiders that can jump 20 feet in the air.
Where's my portal? I think the quickest way to get to my portal is well, it's over there. So it's this way, isn't it? So let's just walk this way. So I got Lying my I logged in, I disconnected, I got Lying my coordinates, I logged back out again, like all really quite fast, and I got Lying my coordinates. Yep. And hopefully I'll be able to edit the two together so it looks quite nice for you guys. And have I still got that healing fire resistance? Oh, nice! I can just walk straight through this. What? And he came out. He dug a little. You might have seen it in the edit. He dug a little, like, how would you describe it, Lying? Like a little sort of plateau or something?
A net.
Yeah, like a net. Oh, we're really close to my portal. And he caught me in it, and then he used this ability. Can you demonstrate it, Lying? It kind of like can teleport you and somebody else like a little short distance, and he can take a passenger.
Yep.
So he like did a save point. This is all while I'm disconnected, and he's all doing all the work. And then he saved me with a fire resistance potion. So I owe him. Yeah,
it's sort of the emergency version of bringing Dave back, back like I did earlier.
Yeah. So if you see that on Dave's video, so I owe him a debt of gratitude and probably some other stuff. So I'll come back with him here and we can do some payment. I owe him his broom back for a start. I'm not sure if you got that because you obviously came through my portal, Lying. So I don't know if you popped into my base and got yourself the portal that you deserve.
I didn't go into your base because I've got 32 levels and I know your duel will try to steal them.
That's true. Oh, for example, there we go, just right there. So yeah, so we're. Oh god, I'm so hungry now. Did you see that on Twitter, by the way, on Reddit, by the way, Lying? If you listen to the eating sound, I'll probably ruin it for you forever. But what's it again? Fuck, I can't remember the words. Something, ladies, sing this song. It's like exactly the same rhythm. Camptown ladies or something? What is it? Anyway,
I think it's Camptown Races.
Camptown Races.
I think I might have heard Sips mention that at some point.
Oh, did he? Well, it was on Reddit. Somebody posted it. I thought it was really funny. So we've got some stuff, but unfortunately we didn't get the gas, so I need to go back to the Nether and get that gas, but I'll probably do that later after I give Lying his broom back, which I think I put over here, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
And for your hard effort, here is some gas tiers. There's three gas tiers.
If memory serves, that was the rental agreement for the broom as well.
Maybe. Well, is there anything else I can give you? Do you want like an emerald or? Villager? I've got a villager. You can take a villager if you've got like a...
I would say a tag lock, but then my viewers will think I'm prepping to, like, do some horrible things to you.
Oh god, look. Look at this zombie. That's why he wasn't pathfinding to me, lying.
Oh, he was coming for your villager farm.
It's not really a villager farm as such. I basically just put a spawner in there and, like, let them spawn up.
Easy way. I'm very glad that you put in the sound muffler.
Fucking right, tell me about it. Well, do you want one? I can give you a villager. I can give you a jailer safari net if you want to take a villager home with you.
I don't really have much of a use for them right now. It would still be easy for me to set a recall point home and just teleport them there.
No worries.
So I'd have to fly anyway.
Well, thank you very much, Lang. I really appreciate the immense effort you went to save me, and to save my viewers from the grinding of me having to get all that stuff back again, so... yeah, thank you so much.
No worries. I am apparently the transport expert on the server at the moment, so...
you're the taxi driver, so... and you also do rescues, so... Yep, that's you.
Yep, for all emergency transportation, call
I need to go back to the Nether now and find a ghast, so...
Right, well, don't call me again.
I won't. See ya.
Bye. Okay, so yeah, apparently I am now the emergency services on the server as well as the main transport authority. But our job today actually does involve us getting back to work on everything, so what we're going to be doing today is putting in the actual work on building the small... I don't have an axe on me. The small tool shed, which always gets seen eventually. Thank you. In terms of the movies, so we need an axe, so I can get that, and we're going to make this out of... I think we're going to make this entirely out of witch wood, because it looks fantastic, and we'll also use the, for the carpenter's slopes, and maybe the carpenter's ladders, as maybe like something along the side. We can put those to use. So let's see, witch wood. Meanwhile, I have also done a bit more work around the place, so if we come out here, see more of the witchwood trees have grown up, and maybe we can hear it. There it is. Okay, so if I zoom up here, and I think he's on top of here. Yep, I managed finally to find 4 bats inside of the cave systems. So I bred a dog, got the bats, got all the way over ingredients, mutandis, and a charged attuned stone, and I bred some owls. And I've since bred them a little bit more, and installed them atop certain trees throughout the forest. So as you are walking around here now, you will occasionally hear owls hooting, which I think is fantastic, and it adds so much ambiance to it. It's fantastic. It's just great to have that extra little bit of atmosphere to the place. Of course, they don't do much. Yeah, if you kill them, they'll drop an owlet's wing, and if you have an owl familiar, then you can use that to make brew of the bodega, where you can, which if you hit someone, they will be attacked by a parliament of owls. And this is just where I'm keeping them for breeding, because otherwise they will fly away, and they are kind of annoying to recover that way. So this is a superfluous building. It's just there for a purpose of containing the owls. I might try and move that underground, but they are fairly noisy otherwise. And I think we're going to get rid of this tree, which is also a little bit out of place around here anyways. And I don't have a sickle on me, but that's fine. So, the size of the shed is fairly small. So we are probably looking at maybe a 2x3 kind of interior space. That's enough to have a table, a door, and a bunch of tool racks and stuff, but it's not really enough room to move around much. Which makes sense, because in the course of one of the Evil Dead movies, it's either 1 or 2, probably 2, Ash, the headless body of Ash's girlfriend, procures the chainsaw and attacks him inside of the shed. And that's what brings him to finally face the trouble that, yeah, your girlfriend's dead and she's a dead end and she's trying to kill you. So we are going to make this fairly small. And I think around about here should do it. And we'll have the door on this side so we can actually face this way. In the newer movies, it's fairly the shed is a bit more removed, but in the original movies, the shed was pretty close up to the house. I still haven't filled in this pond just yet. We might get along to that later today. But let's make this a decent size. So we'll give the full 3 blocks of interior ceiling space and such. That's gonna take a while to get rid of itself, isn't it? But yeah, also, another thing is I have determined what we are going to do with our first prankies, and yeah, Orm has started to spawn around here. I presume that's from the witchwood trees being about. I love the zombies there, it's fantastic. I said last episode that we would probably be trying to make something with the Dreamweavers. As it turns out, you've seen it a few times before, we have the mod Morpheus on the server, which allows the night to pass without everyone being in a bed, with just a certain number of people. As it turns out, there is a problem with that. Let's actually... Oh, finally a drop. Let's also get to Chisel. Let's see if we can find something interesting in Chisel here. The trouble is, that appears to have an incompatibility with Witchery, wherein Witchery will work, by and large, perfectly fine, but the way that Morpheus interacts with beds and sleeping and stuff, it means that the Dreamweavers don't work, basically. So we have to turn Morpheus off for the Dreamweavers to have any effect, and might I say that gives the game away a little bit. Because I had to tell Sept this, and I had to tell him inside of the group Skype chat, so everyone has seen this. So if I say that I would like Morpheus to be turned off temporarily, then it's a bit of a big hit that people should check around their beds and stuff. Why am I looking in here? I cannot remember. Oh yes, I'm looking for Chisel over here. Now, if I take a look in here, can we get anything? No, we cannot. But it was worth looking. How about... No, logs, no. How about spruce? If we put in some spruce logs... Is there anything interesting for these? Yes, there is. Okay. We can use this, because I'm just looking for something that we can use as a ceiling material. Vertical uneven. Short spruce, vertical spruce. Interesting enough, there doesn't appear to be a horizontal uneven. Let's go with the... Yeah, let's go with those, the vertical unevens. Okay. So already this is taking a bit of shape. I think what I'm going to do is... Oh yeah, I need to stretch this out a little bit more this way. Give a full 2x3. What I'm probably going to do is put a small generator system for IC2 into here to recharge the chainsaw that we have, because there isn't a fuel of any kind powered one, and even if there was, I would need to actually create fuel for it, so it doesn't work out too well. Okay, Carpenter's ladder, put this along the side, and let us give you oak wood. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay, now we're kind of hitting a rowan tree, but that's fine. I've got plenty of saplings for that, so we can get rid of that if we need be. Okay, and we need the vertical spruce. So how does this look? You? Okay, that looks pretty good, I'd have said. Can we put this into the carpenter's slope, is my next question. Yes, we can. Ah, that looks fantastic. Okay, so we'll meet up with the rest of things. And that means I'm going to make more slopes. That's fine. I can do that. Okay, so... the shed is sort of an interesting thing inside of horror movies. because it tends to be a location that isn't often visited, but which nonetheless holds vital knowledge or story-relevant stuff. The example being in Shaun of the Dead. It's a zombie example, I have to give one eventually. In Shaun of the Dead, they have a tool shed at the back of the yard, which is locked. It's always been locked. And in it, they find their initial weapons, and they also, later, that's where, this is a spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen Shaun of the Dead, they that's where Ed, the zombified Ed, is kept. Let me see, slope. See if I can remember this. Yeah, I do. I was just wondering if I needed to use these carpenter's blocks. But we don't, that's fine. So let me just grab a bunch of our birch wood. I have way too much of that than I'll ever need. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. Yoop. And I might as well make a big backlog of these, honestly. So there we go, over a stack. If I can't do it with that, then I'm not doing it at all. You, hello, that is my Skype going weird. Okay. Okay, so we'll get the main structure of this out, and then we'll see if I have enough time to put together some of the materials needed to spruce it up a little bit. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, so like that, and that over there, and get rid of you. You is also a tree. Do, 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 do. The more you know. Okay, so with the width of this, it will either come to a point or we'll have it on a flat. So the question is, which do I want more? We'll just have it on a flat, I think, because that seems to suit the look of a. Oh no, that's not meant to be happening. Okay. No. Yeah, that is a side effect of the slopes, is you can add little levels to them, sort of like the sort of beginning section on the red power pieces. And oh, I am one piece of spruce oak wood planks. Of spruce wood planks short. I kind of want to bring the roof out a little bit because this looks a bit really lazy game dev kind of thing. So I may try and do something with that to change the leveling here a bit. But let me get back to a little bit of the subject there of what we are actually going to do to them. So the Dreamweavers are kind of balked. Ritual magic, I could curse them, but that's really annoying to clean up, and I am the only person on the server who can do it. So, bit awkward. So what I have decided instead to do is take advantage of two pieces out of Witchery, because you keep asking me to use Witchery, so I'll use it. The first is the Alderwood Door. Fairly simple to make, it uses up the Reek of Misfortune that we have a fair bit of, and it looks like a perfectly normal wood door, which that isn't, by the way. Except that when you open it, it emits a redstone signal. So from that, I can use it to trigger redstone stuff, like a dispenser. And from a dispenser, I can dispense a bunch of stuff, so let me see what we got on the list here. There is Brew of Vines, which produces vines on a wall, not much use for us. Brew of Webs could be useful. That's plants webs in an area around a creature or surface struct. Brew of Fawns creates a cactus. Brew of Ink is very temporary blinding. It's about 5 seconds of those, so those are not really interested in that one. Brew of Sprouting creates a tree. That may be a bit too destructive. Brew of Erosion, also quite destructive. It's basically concentrated acid. That's berries, that's right. Brew of Frost. This is an interesting thing. When you throw this, it'll create a wall or pillar of ice. If it hits a creeper, the creeper immediately explodes. And if it hits in any other entity, it encases them in ice. This, I think, is what I'm going to do. So, watch out for either a section of another video, or possibly a small video on its own, of me pulling that prank. So that just involves me using that, and to that end I have actually put together a witch's hat and, well, I had the witch's hat already, but I've also made the witch's robes, which means I can wear that and creepers will ignore me, but I'm still favourable of the necromancer's robes. But combined, they give me a 70% chance, I believe, of getting an extra brew whenever I decant something in the kettle, which is nice to have, to say the least. I got 2 of those brown things. Oh well. They only give you oak wood anyway, so they're not that big of a deal. And I was looking for the spruce wood, wasn't I? Okay, so there is that, and I've replaced the belladonna that I have way too much of anyway with snowbells here to get the ice needles. Icy needles? Yeah, actually, these two are fully grown. So can we get one? Yes, we did. We got one. But I'm a little low on bones, so that may stick around for a bit before I can get anything. Well, lovely. Icy needles and snowballs. That's 2 parts of the recipe for the brew frost already. Lovely. So I just need to head over probably to Will's, either Will or GNR's jungles to pick up some melons somewhere. But I'm pretty sure somebody has those already, so it shouldn't be too hard to come by. But, anyways, let us have a look. Since we've finally gotten our broom back, let's give this place a once-over and have a peek at just how she's shaping up. So, fly on over to here, near the entryway, or was intended to be the entryway anyways, it's the part that's right by spawn. Okay, so we can see that we have our guest book there, and we come along and we see the path. We occasionally hear hooting from the owls, yeah, like that. And there's the strange ember moss, and there's these sparkly and very painful-looking ender bramble, and there's these wonderful witchwood trees, which the leaves of which drop little particle leaves as well, and all these little things and these little touches that we've never quite seen before in any other place. And then we find this cabin with its with all the lights on, its chimney billowing smoke. Still, yeah, I need to remodel that a little bit. There's a little tool shed to the side, a couple of graves up on the hill once I've gotten that done, and maybe I'll put some kind of faux car here, so just to complete the scene. And there doesn't seem to be anyone around. The place seems deserted. I will answer your question in a moment, Tyser. But the place seems reasonable enough. I guess we'll stay the night here. Monsters don't seem to be able to enter it, so people can stay there here if they like. But should they go into the basement, into the back room, into the little desk that's back there, and they take out the book, they might find some words that they should never read, for things that they should never see. And with that, I'm going to call it a day, so I shall catch you all next time with Sunday's episode. So, otherwise, catch you then. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favourite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now, catch you later.